Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Um, I want to talk about all kinds of weird stuff's been going on here. The first thing, I don't know if you can see it, I got some the shading thing for my eyes. Been to the eye doctor, and he put that stuff in my eyes, and so now I can't hardly see anything. And so I got that. And then he said my eyes look really good, real good. He was shocked that it was so good. And so that was interesting. Did that today. And yesterday, my cousin and I went to uh, Lawrence. And it's about, maybe 35, 40 miles away between here and Kansas City. And KU, that's where KU is. And uh, that was an experience. That's really the first time we've been on the highway. And Rex stayed up on the gas tank, put her head on one side of the windshield and then moved to the other side of the windshield back and forth. But it was only like maybe 40-minute ride, and she stayed right there. She did good. Now, can she do it for 5 hours, 6 hours? I don't know. Um, I've been putting off going to Tulsa because it hasn't been really warm. I got kind of lazy. I want it really warm before I'm on the motorcycle. But I think I may have to dress up a little bit warmer and go. And because a few hours on the motorcycle, when it's a little cool, will start getting kind of cool. So, but I might have to sacrifice and make the trip because I really need to get down there. One thing on my way down is I stopped at a coin shop down there and pick up some stuff, so I need to get down there for that. And also, it's just the idea that's the first trip. Go down there. Like I say, it looks like it's probably going to be about 6 or 7 hour drive. I can do it in one day going down there. Looks like about 60, 65 miles an hour is about all I can go. Any more than that, it's really windy and it could get a little dangerous. So I thought, well, we'll just do 60, 65. It was funny because yesterday on our way back from Lawrence, I ran it up. I ran it up to about 75, 80, and it was really windy. It was dangerous, and I had a bug hit me, and it looks like it stung me right there. You can still see. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but this side of my cheek is a little puffed out. And yesterday it was way puffed out, and my lips was real puffed on the one side. I really looked funny. I thought I was going to take a picture or video on it, but I ended up we did it on the road going, and then when we got here, that's when I saw it, and saw it was so big, and I went on and got what's that? The pill you take when you get something allergic, and it starts with a B. And I took one of those, and then that kind of brought it down quite a bit. But the bad thing was, it made me sleepy. I went to sleep 9:30 last night. So it like I say, I'm not real good with drugs, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. And at one time I was allergic to bees, and I carried one of those pins that you just jab yourself with. I carried one of those for years, and then finally I just said, if it gets me, it gets me. Don't worry about it. And finally I did get a bee got me and didn't kill me. So I thought, okay, good, I'm okay. I can tough it out. And So anyway, that's what we did yesterday. Went on the trip. Now my cousin, boy, he's getting crazy on the motorcycle. He's getting. He just ordered a GPS for a motorcycle, and it was $400 for a GPS for a motorcycle. I've got a GPS I use in my truck, and I'm going to try to wire it up to my motorcycle, and I'll try to use that. But it's hard to see. It doesn't brighten up. The screen doesn't brighten up enough. But like I say, we're just going to have to experiment and try. Because like I say, I'm not going to keep dumping money, but I'm going to, when I go to Mexico uh, well, it looks like November. I'll be needing the GPS to get me down, and if I can't make mine work, then I might have to get a motorcycle one. But to me, that's the more things you have, the more things you can lose or somebody will want to steal. So that's why just I try to keep things pretty slim. And but a funny thing happened today too. We were eating lunch, and I had another Mexican call me, and my cousin's always shocked because I don't speak Spanish. And why they call me, I don't know, because we can't talk. So, but this time, this guy called, and it was his grandson that was talking to me. And but he normally calls every few months anyway. But this time it was his grandson, and so I told him I was going to be down there, probably. And he was in Guatemala, and I told him I'll be there probably in December or January. And so then he told his grandfather that, and his grandfather's all excited and stuff like that. So, but like I say, so I told him we're coming, and then I told him I was going to be on the motorcycle with the dog. But I don't know that for sure, but that's what I told him. We'll just wait and see. Can I handle the trip through the summer on the motorcycle? Then there's a good chance I can take the motorcycle to the Yucatan Peninsula. But down there right now, it's about 103, 104 degrees down there now. In February it's the place that I was at when I got heat exhaustion, and I almost died over there. I mean, it was really hot. And the motorcycle is not what you ride when it's hot. It pulls the fluid right out of your body, and it was bad. But anyway, so the thing that was funny, my cousin says it's odd why these people keep calling you. And what it was a money exchanger. I think I made a video talking about it. Now, see, I was making videos, God, more than 10 years ago. And but anyway, at that time, you didn't have ATM machines, and didn't have GPS, and didn't have internet. There was a lot of things you didn't have back then. And what this guy does is you have US dollars, you give it to him, and he exchanges it for Guatemala money. Or if their family in Guatemala sends you US money, you take the US money down there and he'll exchange it to Guatemala money. And so then my cousin, because he knows what kind of weird stuff I get into, and he says, "Oh, so you saved his life." My cousin saved his life, so now he thinks everybody that calls from down there is somebody that I saved his life. And so I said, no, I think that's the only person that calls that I've never literally saved their life. But the thing was, he was really the first real person that I met and got to know when I moved to Guatemala. And because he changes money, whenever I need money, I'd go to him and change money. And everybody comes to see him. Everybody does. So he knows everybody. And then, so he's the one where I learned how to get a gun when I go to a country. And so I told him, I said, I need a gun. And then so then he took me and we went over to let's see, Pinata. They make pinatas, pinata shop. And went in there, and these two old ladies were over there making pinatas, you know. And I thought maybe he didn't understand I was looking for a gun. And then so he's talking to them, and one of them goes in the back and comes out with this big old box full of guns. And then so that was funny. But I never would ever think going to a pinata shop to find a gun. And then I told him I needed a Glock was what I wanted. That's what I use, a Glock. And then so then he says, well, it's going to cost some money. So then I took my necklace off and then dropped it in his hand. And it's a 24 karat gold necklace. And boy, when that hit his hand, bam, oh man, that's it. He made a call. Some guy drove up. He had a tester, he had his scales, he had everything. And he got it all figured out, and he said, yeah, oh yeah, they'll get me a Glock. You know, so, and I said, I don't want one now. I just want to make sure I know where to get it. And so then that's where I learned how to do it. And that's where my friend, he was shocked because he knew trying to get a Glock was going to be troublesome. But boy, that gold necklace, man, they said no problem, you can get a Glock. There's a lot of people with Glocks that they'd be more than happy to trade for that gold necklace. So, but that's just what's been going on right now. And like I say, I'll be thinking about, so maybe next week I might run down to Tulsa. Like I say, it's going to be a full day's drive, and it'll be in the 60s, so it'll be a little chilly. But we'll just have to wait and see. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.